What's going on, world? It's your homie Sensei Rip, and I'm back again with another video. Listen, y'all. Somebody check on Dame Dash because, according to reports, he's on the verge of losing everything. Okay, recently it was reported that Dame Dash has been ordered to sell his film studio and streaming network over unpaid debts. That's right, y'all. Moments ago, 50 Cent, he reacted to the headline on IG as usual. As we all know, 50 and Dame, they've been going back and forth. But in this post, 50 says, Dame, where you at? Bounce back. A little stress, but no depression. A little setback is just a lesson. You get a little arrogant, you lose blessings. But when you know how to win, you win. So quit effing around and win again. Chin up. Okay. That was 50 Cent's reaction to the reports of Dame Dash being forced to sell his film studio and streaming network. Okay, now as we all know, Dame and 50, they had this, streaming competition, right? 50 just launched his 50 Cent Action Channel, and Dame, he had his American New Network platform, and for some reason, he kind of just stopped posting. You know what I mean? People got accustomed to his schedule, and then for some reason, he just stopped. And as you can see right now, he's dealing with some real situations, financial situations, because this is serious. Like I said, according to reports, they're saying he's possibly facing jail time if he doesn't pay back this mounting debt. All right. Now, one of them is from a lawsuit that stems back in 2020 from author filmmaker Edwana Brooks. You get what I mean? Again, this is just one of several situations that's hurting Dame Dash right now. But according to the reports recently, a federal court in the Southern District of New York has taken the extraordinary step of appointing a receiver to liquidate Rachel Horn's entire interest in the Dash Group, okay, an umbrella company that holds some of Dame Dash's most prized businesses, including the American New Network streaming platform, CEO by Dash, and the children's title Dusko Goes to Space. Okay, now again, according to the report, author filmmaker Edwana Brooks successfully sued Dash for distributing a film adaptation of her Mafietta book series without permission. Okay, Dash, he fought back in court but lost every appeal, and now the debt has ballooned to nearly $100,000 with interest and legal fees. Okay, like I said, this is a serious situation. According to Brooks, they believe Dash has repeatedly moved money through entities such as the Dash Group and Poppington LLC to dodge payment. All right. After several failed attempts to collect, including last November's court order auction of Dash's 1/3 share in Rockefeller Records, Brooks sought a more aggressive remedy. Okay, the judge's latest order forces Horn, Dame's wife, to surrender corporate records and cooperate fully with the receiver so her stake can be sold with proceeds earmarked exclusively for Brooks until the judgment plus interest is covered. Okay, like I said, serious situation because Dame, this is all he's really been pushing. The American New Network. And as you can see, it's got other situations as well. But to be forced to have to sell your studio, it's just very unfortunate, man. But again, last year it was reported that out of the money that Dame Dash was awarded in his stake in the Rockefeller auction, most of it went to unpaid child support and his New York State tax bill, which nearly equaled up to about 1.7 million. Okay, none of that money went to Brooks. All right, and again, it's just not this situation, but according to the reports, they're saying that Dame Dash has a $4 million defamation judgment, which was awarded to Josh Weber after Dash's comments on the Earn Your Leisure podcast. Okay, during the episode, Dash said, I had a judgment and I knew this D-head, Chris Brown, and Josh Weber in muddy waters. Chris Brown, the lawyer, I went through 4 trials with the same lawyer. When I lost my defamation because these guys trigger me and steal my shit, you think there's freedom of speech. It's really not. Okay, that's one situation equaling up to 4 million. We got another situation where it's $823,000. Okay, still owed to Webb and others from the Dear Frank litigation. Then you got 8 million in unpaid New York State taxes. Like I said, this is a lot. All right, and they're not playing. They're gonna get their money by any means necessary. And this is why I said we even seen reports of Dame possibly facing jail time. All right. This is something that no one wants to see. Very unfortunate. And I hope things work out for Dame, man, because this is a sad situation. You get what I mean? We know him and 50. They like to send shots. You know what I mean? 50 crack jokes about his dentures falling out, but this isn't a joking matter. You get what I mean? Look at this. They're saying Dame Dash could go to prison if he doesn't comply with court orders. Okay, this is serious. All because he doesn't want to pay back this debt. And as you can see, 50 give him words of motivation. Listen, man, find a way to bounce back. And who knows? Maybe this is 50's way of, throwing him a lifeline. Who knows? Maybe they can collab on a situation. I'm not sure. 50, he had his situation. He was able to overcome it, having the Star situation. And now he's pushing other brands as well because, again, we've seen how that relationship between 50 and Stars ended. However, he's kept it moving. You know what I mean? Like I said, with his latest platform, the 50 Cent Action channel, 50's moving. You know what I mean? And right now, it's all about controlling your own destiny. You know what I mean? The power of independence. You know what I'm saying? Having a hustle because things is tough right now. For Dame, nobody wants to see this man end up in jail. And all of these situations, they piling up, man. Like I said, being forced to have to sell the film studio and your streaming network, this is just very unfortunate. Like I said, hopefully things will work out for Dame in the situation because this is wild. And anyone who's been tuned into his platform on the, let's check it out, American News Network, he hadn't been posting in a while. Let's see. Even on social media, I don't think Dame has really been posting. He's been kind of MIA, and now you see why. I don't even know if this is still up here. But man, like I said, I don't think anyone wants to see Dame lose, his platform, his film studio. Essentially, he was one of the first to kind of, use his relationships within the rap game to create that side of Rockefeller where they win movies. People seeing the vision. You know what I mean? A lot of people criticize his ways and how he went about things, but he definitely was a hustler. You know what I mean? Ahead of his time, definitely one of those CEOs that you got to acknowledge. I mean, Rockefeller, this is a part of hip hop history. But again, to see it end like this is just very unfortunate. You know what I mean? We're well aware of his, issue with Jay-Z. That's between them, but like I said, it's been about 3 months. Look at this. Since Dame has went live, posted any content. And I'm not really sure about the platform in regards to the app itself. But again, being in this situation, getting the support from the people and now being forced to have to, sell all of this and possibly go to jail if he fails to comply with a court order. I mean, like I said, very unfortunate. But again, y'all let me know, man. What are your thoughts on Dame and his financial situation? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Also, what are your thoughts on 50's words of encouragement? You know what I mean? 50, he normally kick a man when he down. But in this situation, he letting Dame know, listen, man, figure out your next play and bounce back. We got in there. You know what I mean? Like I said, considering his story within hip hop, I don't think anyone wants to see Dame behind bars. You know what I mean? Especially over a situation like this. And in the end, this is a different part of his career. You know what I mean? That you want to embrace and you want to continue to breathe or add more life to, in a sense, because the Rockefeller days are over. And at the end of the day, this is his business. This is everything he has, his brand. So if he loses it, I mean, what else does he have? You know what I mean? But again, let me know your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Again, my name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace. Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right quick and tap into the homie Grand Finale's latest video titled Sidelines. Okay, the full video is available on his YouTube channel. However, I'm about to bless y'all with a quick teaser. Okay, if you like what you hear, make sure to head on over to his channel and leave a comment. All right, and make sure to tell him that Rip sent you. Okay, run them numbers up. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.
Upon the world before you dearly depart.
Let the world go by. Let the world go by, and it'll all be just fine.
Thank thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.